Hey there, I'm Angella Sharp, and welcome to the Daily Mix. Now, I know a lot of people have been giving our Cardinals trouble, but you know, if you think about it, they really got to the Final Four. But now, who are you going to cheer for in the World Series? That's the big question. It's not a question. You're still Cardinals fans, and look what I have over here. I have this awesome table of awesome Cardinals stuff. Now, I'm sure you guys have seen this on Instagram. All those Instagram influencers have been talking about FOCO. They do every sport. Football, hockey, baseball, they've got you covered. And today they're showing off some of their awesome Cardinals stuff. They've got these cool glitter shoes, which I really liked, but they were a little too small for me. They've got these awesome giant, I think I'm gonna call it like a Snuggie kind of thing, like Cardinals thing. They've got crop tops. Yeah, crop tops. They've got this cool backpack, all sorts of cool stuff. You're gonna have to check it out. But I wouldn't just be telling you guys about this cool stuff for no reason. This thing right here, this is the Stranger Things bobblehead. I'm gonna give you guys a chance to win this awesome bobblehead. Pretty simple to do. All you have to do is go to STL TV's Facebook page, find the post about this, and you can either tell us your favorite Cardinal memory or your favorite Stranger Thing memory, and we will pick a winner. So definitely go check that out, and thank you so much to our friends at FOCO for setting that up for us. Later in the show, if you like a little country music, I've got Jake Shafer coming up. He's got a really cool story. He actually played professional ball for a while. Now he's down in Nashville making good and making country music. So we're gonna find out all about him and where you can see him playing next. Let's get started on today's Daily Mix. Do you love Disney movies enough to watch one every day for an entire month? If you answered yes, you're gonna love this, all right? Ahead of the launch of Disney's new streaming service, Disney Plus, Reviews.org is looking to hire up to 5 Disney fanatics to watch 30 Disney movies in 30 days. The chosen ones will earn $1,000 plus a 1-year subscription to Disney Plus and a Disney-themed movie watching kit. You can apply now through November 7th. All you have to do is answer a few easy questions and submit a video review of your favorite Disney movie. You can find out all the details at reviews.org. Now, we just love Clementines Naughty and Nice Creamery. Earlier this year, the owner, Tamara Keith, joined me here on the show, and I had a chance to try some of her delicious treats. You know what else she brought? She brought her famous gooey butter cake ice cream. It had pieces of gooey butter cake in the ice cream. And when I say famous, I mean like world famous. Oprah magazine has claimed Clementine's gooey butter cake flavor as the sexiest ice cream alive in the November issue of O-List. So that's pretty awesome. The magazine is out at newsstands right now, so go check it out. And more importantly, go check out Clementines at one of their 3 locations or online at clementinescreamery.com and try some ice cream. So good. Now, as the weather cools off, the Gateway Arch Park Foundation and Yoga Buzz are excited to announce that they will continue offering free 45-minute sunrise yoga classes. For the first time ever, the yoga classes will continue beyond the summer months as they move from outside at Keener Plaza to indoors at the new Arch Visitor Center. Sunrise Yoga is open to all levels. The indoor classes will be held every Tuesday at 7 a.m. from October 22nd through April 28th. For more information, visit them on Facebook or online at archpark.org. Now, St. Louis is home to so many talented artists, musicians, producers, hairstylists, designers, you name it, they all work hard. And that's why Solder by Blood created the Your Award Show. They're going to be honoring the best of the best for their dedication to their craft this Friday, October 25th at Food Bar on Locust. Red carpet starts at 7 and the show starts at 8. You can find out more about this show and even vote for the nominees at solderbyblood.com. Dixie Longate, the fast-talking Tupperware lady, she's coming to St. Louis. She'll be at the Playhouse at Westport Plaza for our multi-week engagement full of hilarious stories, heartfelt accounts, free giveaways, attendance participation, and the most fabulous assortment of Tupperware ever sold on a theater stage. You'll even discover some uses for Tupperware that you never even thought were possible. Dixie Tupperware Party opens Tuesday, October 29th and runs through November 24th. For ticket information and more, visit westportstl.com. And guess what, guys? We've got a special invitation to a one-of-a-kind Tupperware party. One lucky viewer will receive a pair of tickets for opening night on October 29th. You can find out all the details and enter on our Facebook page. We'll randomly select a winner this Friday, October 25th, so good luck. Now, NPR has named him one of the artists to watch in 2019. We had him on the Daily Mix earlier this year, and just recently, Mastermind sat down with Ben Providence on Show Me the Music for a more in-depth look at his musical journey. The rapper's musical taste and influences span from many genres, and in this clip from the show, he shares how he fuses it with his own music. Check it out.
From everywhere, man, and that's always been my goal, is like to be able to solidify my pocket within everything that I like.
But I would assume it's also about putting something out that is relevant to the current landscape, but you also don't want to sell out what you like and what you are. Mm-hmm. So how do you balance those two things?
It's an interesting one because naturally me as a musician, like I grew up with so many different influences, man. Like, my pops, he's a vinyl collector, so it was always like, it was Alice Coltrane playing, there was Don Coltrane playing, there was Pharoah Sanders playing, there was Marvin Gaye, everything was playing. Pink Floyd, every single thing was playing. So I grew up in awe to like just about every genre of music. And like for me, I honor that by just like hip hop. That's my culture through music. But I plan to continuously tackle all art forms. But that's my dialect. That's my slang. That's how I move. Cause that's what birthed me to even be able to allow to grab into different types of art form. Because at the end of the day, hip hop, that's what we do. It's a bridge. It brings jazz, elements of rock, blues. It brings in every single thing. So naturally, that's how I move. But I feel like I'm just doing my job of just creating music, but walking like a hip hop influenced guy.
Be sure to check out the rest of this episode of Show the Music. It opens up with an awesome comedy sketch that you're not going to want to miss. Plus, you really get to see into the inside of Mastermind. So definitely check that out. And we're going to kind of keep it music. We're going to switch genres here. I'm now joined by Jake Shafer, country music guy. Yeah. So we're kind of switching genres. But before we talk about that, you're kind of local. Where are you from?
Originally Moscow Mills, Missouri.
I like that. But now you're full-time in Nashville, Tennessee?
Yeah. Found, when I started to move there, I actually just accidentally found my dream home. It's just a little cabin on the river. It's kind of out away from everything, and it's a good, quiet place to write. I even got a baby grand piano in there that I doodle around with, so yeah, I love it there.
Well, let's back up a little bit farther than that, because what I love about you is you have a really cool story. You actually played professional baseball for a couple years before you really got into this whole country music thing full time.
Yeah, well, it actually kind of started leading me that direction. I was a pitcher, so if you know anything about professional baseball, a lot of pitchers, most of the time we just sit around, and I was a closer even better, so I sat and watched most of my games. So I started collecting lyrics and things like that, and when I graduated high school and went to Missouri State University, or Southwest Missouri State, depending on how you know it, I started teaching myself how to play guitar. And through the years of playing baseball and traveling, and I didn't go out a whole lot. Sometimes the budget didn't allow with minor league baseball.
Right.
So we would sit in the hotel rooms and we would play music and pass the guitar around and things. And there's a lot of talented guys out there. I just kind of did it because it was the best way to kill time.
I love that, best way to kill time. But then when did you realize that I can actually maybe make my living playing music?
Well, I honestly, I feel very blessed just to say that I can stand behind a microphone and have a good time and do something that I just truly enjoy and love doing, and make a living doing it. I don't know that that I call it making a living. I just call it living, and I don't know how else to put it other than that. But it is truly a joy. And when it started to happen, I had for years people telling me, you should go to Nashville. You should go to Nashville. And I know that there are so many talented people there, and still in awe every time I step foot in Nashville of the talent that's there. And so I went just to be closer to those kind of people.
Right.
And as soon as I got into town, I felt like a round peg. And I went everywhere in awe and wanting to talk to other musicians and other writers and things like that. And then my 7th day in town, I landed a show at Alan Jackson's place down there.
I was gonna say, so we're not talking about somebody who was cool from Missouri, but he went to Nashville and couldn't play anywhere. You're playing at a bar on the main strip there, kind of right when you get down there.
Yeah, it's a neat story for me because the very first concert that I ever went to, I was 6 years old. My parents had an extra ticket that was given to them to go see Alan Jackson. And yeah. And
so it's like a full circle moment for you.
See, I laugh about this part of it too, because I remember the concert, and at the end of the concert, it rained for 10 minutes or so, and he played Chattahoochee the entire time until it stopped raining.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and so after I got the check and the first show was over with and all that, I sent a picture of the check and the guy that did the booking with and my first tip. I sent that all back to my dad and my mom at home. And I said, I finally got our money back.
There you go. I got it back. That's awesome. What a great story.
Yeah.
So you've been kind of plugging away down in Nashville.
Yeah.
You're possibly coming up with some other stuff. How can people keep up with you, follow along with you, and find out what you're doing?
Well, the easiest way is right now I'm doing this all on my own and have a couple friends helping me manage my social media and things. But for the most part, you'll find most of my shows and information are going to be on Facebook at Jake Shafer Music. And so my schedule, and if you want to get in touch with me about a show, I do private events, I do big shows. This year I opened up the summer with Scotty McCreery, and there was about 13,000 people there. It was a lot of fun. And then I did some shows this weekend. I had a birthday party that I played, and there was 20 people there, and it was just me and my guitar.
Well, I like that you're still able to go from those bigger venues and the smaller ones. And I saw you at Busch Stadium. You played their pregame one day. So that was kind of a cool thing, I'm sure, for a former baseball player. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's always a little bit bittersweet whenever I step into a baseball stadium and I'm not on the field. It's very hard for me to watch any baseball games these days. But, I still have that itch that I feel like I could just step out there and just go do it. Just one more time. Yeah. Well, for people locally, so if you're not going to travel to Nashville anytime soon, you have a show coming up this weekend, right? At Fast Eddie's?
Yeah, we have a weekend a weekend set, we call it, at the Fast Eddie's. So we'll do Friday and Saturday night. And then Sunday I have a private event that I'm playing, but yeah.
So come on out to Fast Eddie's this weekend, but more importantly than that, on the most famous day of all, November 27th. I say that because that's my birthday. You have a show.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it is. But what is your show on the the day before Thanksgiving?
Yeah. Thanksgiving Eve, we're going to do a show at Maggie Malone's. It's going to be kind of our end of year show, and I'm going to try to bring an opener up with me from Nashville as well too. It'll be my first time playing back at that. That was essentially the first stage that I ever played a full band show on ever. And I haven't been back there in, about 5 years. Oh, wow. So this is my first time back. And
it's like a homecoming.
Yeah, it really is. And this is my first year out as an artist. I couldn't think of a better way to really finish up the year.
That's a great spot. So you can get tickets to that at the door.
Yeah.
Or you can join him at Fast Eddie's this weekend. That way you can see him locally before he blows up and he's on CMT in just a few years. That's what I like. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I've already started writing songs for the Grand Ole Opry. I mean, there you go. So you're ready.
Yeah. My dream machine's running.
I love it. That's the kind of people that I enjoy. Definitely check out Jake Shafer. Actually, before we go to credits here, we're going to play one of your songs. What song is that we're playing?
Just One More.
Just One More. And do you know who you sound like on Just One More?
You were going to tell me, but should I want to know?
No, it's a compliment.
Yeah?
There's a Chris Young sound about you. Have you heard that before?
Yeah, yes, I have.
Okay,
and I know Chris.
So, okay, so we'll tell him that I said y'all sound alike. Thank you so much, Jake, for joining us. You're going to check him out. You can check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, and drop us a line right here at the Daily Mix at stltv.net. We want to hear from you. That's going to do it for the mix. We keep it right here on STL TV and Experience St. Louis, and listen to Jake.
Anything is fine. I'd spend one more day with you for the rest of my life. If I could have one more dance, I'd grab your hand and be your leading man and spin you around the dance floor. It doesn't matter where the place, to get lost in your eyes, feeling my heart race. But I know one more just ain't enough to show you just how endless I love the good and bad in every side of you, all I said before. So I'll treat every dance like it was just one more, and I'll